Hi friends, today I'm going to teach you Nagios installation on Ubuntu. To install Nagios, we need to run 40 to 50 commands. It looks very difficult task, right? But don't worry, I'm here to help you. I'll make your task very easy. Trust me. Okay, so let's dive into our session. First, create EC2 instance. Go to launch EC2 instances, Ubuntu OS. Take 20.04 version, T2 micro, storage, add tags, and give any name here. Demo Nagios. Give any existing security groups. I'm taking this one. Okay, or yes, I'm taking this one. Launch it, acknowledge it, launch the instances. So I have launched the instance. Now I'll show you commands. I have prepared the document. So these are the commands which we are going to run for installing Nagios. So you can see there are a lot of commands, right? But don't worry, I segregated all these commands into some groups. So within 4 steps only we can install the Nagios. Okay. So first of all, let me give some overview about these commands. So first we need to update our server so that we can run the command apt-get update. And the next command is this one. Okay. So with this command we are going to install a software. So this software will help to install Nagios. Okay, in next command we will create an user for Nagios, and next we will create a group, and next we are going to change this user and group. We do some modifications for this user and group with this command, and next we will download a Nagios core file. So actually we are installing Nagios core on Ubuntu. Okay, we have different types of Nagios applications, but in this session I'm explaining you Nagios core. Okay, so with this command we are going to download Nagios core file. Okay, so in the next command we will unzip the Nagios core. Okay, now we just list out what are the objects, what are the things which contains. So with this listing command we are going to see the objects in the Nagios core file. Now we are moving into the Nagios directory, Nagios file, and next we are configuring all the metrics of these usernames. Okay, and next we will build the project. Okay, with this command, and we will start installing this build. Okay, now and we need some extra additional things for this Nagios file. So that's why we are installing command mode, and we are initializing that, and we are configuring that. Okay, and next we need to do some modifications to Apache server. So actually this Nagios is depend on Apache server only. This Nagios will run on Apache server only. Okay, so that's why we do some modifications to Apache server, and this is the user mode of Nagios. Okay, this is the first part of Nagios installation. Okay, we don't run commands one by one. Okay, we will run all these commands at a time only. Okay, next we need to install some plugins for Nagios. So these are the required plugins. Okay, so we will download the required plugins. So this plugin will be in tar file. Now we will unzip this tar file. Now list out that, and we are moving into that Nagios plugins directory. Okay, and we will configure that, and we will build that configuration file, that plugins will be built, and we will install that build. Okay, and we will create some rewrite and CGI modules. Okay, with these two commands. So this is the second part, and next one we will create a password and username for Nagios. Okay, with this command we will create a password and username. Okay, so this is the command that we need to run. Okay, after creating the password, and then we will restart the Apache 2 server. Okay, and this is the part 3 of our installation, and next one is the part 4 of our installation. So in the part 4 we will create a Nagios server. Okay, to create a Nagios server we need to run this command. Okay, it will open a file, an empty file. On that file we will paste all these command, and we will save that file and execute that. Okay, with this command we will execute that file. Okay, so this is the part 4 of the installation of Nagios on Ubuntu. So after completion of all these steps, we will enable the Nagios service and we will start the Nagios. Then we will access the Nagios with our browser. Okay, this is the total step. These are the total steps for Nagios installation. Okay, now I'm going to copy all these commands. Okay, here you can see I just copied all these commands here. Now just copy these part 1 commands. Okay, these are the part 1 commands. Copy them. Now you can see my EC2 instance has been created and it is in running state. Now you can connect to this EC2 instance by its public IP. Now open mobile external, go to session, SSH, paste it here, Ubuntu, use the private key. Okay, make it as a super user. Okay, now I'm going to create an empty file. I can take it as part 1 sh. Okay, sorry, copy the part 1 commands. These are the part 1 commands, paste it here. Now save them. Okay, now create part 2 dot sh. Now copy the part 2 commands. Okay, these are the plugins for Nagios installation. Now save them. Okay, now I'm going to run part 1. Okay, here you can see my part 1 commands are running. So after completion of all these commands, we will run the second part. After that we will run part 3 and part 4. Okay, so it will take some time. See, my part 1 is completed. Now I'm going to run my part 2. Okay, part 2.sh. See, my part 2 is also completed. Now I'm going to run my part 3 commands. Okay, so see, my part 1 is completed, part 2 is also completed. Now part 3 is for creating passwords and username of Nagios. Now copy this command and paste it here. Now it will ask a password, and I have already given an username here. You can see Nagios admin is my username for Nagios GUI. Okay, now we need to provide a password. My password is 0 by 0. Okay, now again enter password 0 by 0. So I added the password for Nagios admin. Okay, so next one is run this command. Okay, now restart the Apache 2 server. So I completed the part 3 also. Now I want to create a Nagios service. So to create Nagios service, just create an empty file of Nagios service. Just run this command. Okay, what happened? Let me clear this once again. Okay, let me copy this command and paste it here. Here you can see it opens the empty file. Now we need to copy all these commands. Okay, now paste it here. Now save it. Now enable the Nagios server. Okay, now start the Nagios. Now my Nagios has been started. Now I'm going to access my Nagios GUI. So how can I access? Go to, so this is my Nagios server. Now I'm going to copy this public IP, paste it in the browser, and Nagios. It will ask username and password. So I have given my username as Nagios admin. My password is 0 by 0. Okay, now sign in. So this is my Nagios core GUI. Okay, this is my page. In this page you can see hosts, services, host groups. Okay, so like that we have a lot of things to do. So that's it, guys. So I have shown you the installation process of Nagios core in the Ubuntu. So if you have any doubts, you can do comments in the comment section. Okay, I will provide the document of these commands. I'll provide all these commands in the description section. Okay, you can see there. And so if you like my video, please do subscribe and like it, and share this video to your friends also. Okay, and keep supporting my channel. Thank you so much, guys.